guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm gonna go on and change my caliper in the Volkswagen. As I told you before, I'm gonna show you exactly how to change caliper and brake pads. We're gonna do everything on camera. First I have to jack the car. First of all, I have to jack the car. I have the jacks here. For this job I need only 2 jacks, so I need, because I'm gonna work on the back wheels, so I need 1 jack here and 1 jack on this side. But because I'm gonna do a service, I'm gonna change oils and oil filter and stuff that we're gonna do in the next video. I'm gonna jack stand my car in 4 places. I'm gonna have another video that I'm gonna show you exactly how to jack stand your car, so keep tuned. So guys, I jack stand the car and get off the wheels. Wheel number 1 is out and wheel number 2 is out. Big problem was here: caliper destroyed, brake pads destroyed, rotor it's damaged, but it's okay, so I'm not gonna change the rotor right now. I'm changing pads here, so that's why I have to change pads on the other side, because I wanna have same performance on this on one axle. I don't wanna have different braking performance on the same axle. And brake calipers have to change. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it on this video. It's so much to show you right now that I don't know where to start. So should I start with change the caliper, or should I start with change the brake pads? I decided I'm gonna start with change the pads, because someone maybe want only to change pads, so I'm gonna show you on the other side how to change pads. I'm gonna get the wheel back and we're coming back here. So guys, I have my camera here, so I'm gonna show you, but before I'm gonna show you, you see here is the one side that is hold the caliper. Here is another one here. I don't know how good it is. You see it's totally elastic here. And when I get loose those, the caliper is gonna open, so I can get off the pads. Let's do it. So guys, look here, I just got off this screw here, and then I got off the e-brake, and then I bent the whole caliper like that, because I don't want to hang it and destroy the tube here. And now I got off the brake pads. You see them, it's okay, but as I said, because we're gonna change the other side, so we have to change this side. They was a little bit stuck here, so I had to get a little bit of diesel and get them off. I had to bang sometimes. And now let's get the new one. First of all, when we get new pads, we have to remove this one, like I did so, because you see here there is holes, and when they make friction they became warmer, so we have the holes, so air is coming inside and help them breathe. So before we get back our new pads, I have to press in the piston here, but I cannot do it with my hand, so I have this tool here. You see there is 2 holes, one here and one there, and if you see here there is the same holes. I mean, this is pretty bad, so probably I will have to change it soon enough, but right now we do that. Those holes have to be there, they have to be on the right side. And now I get it here. I got this one on the piston, and then I screw this on until it get power on that one, so I can move this and press the whole piston inside. I have to use 2 of my hands, so I cannot show you right now how I'm gonna do it, but I have to keep it steadily like that there, and then I have to press this one until the whole piston goes inside. So guys, look, the piston is already pressed the whole way in, and now I'm ready to get my pads here. all this you see here isn't fluid, but I just, because the thing was a lot of rusted stuff, I used this one. I just press on it so it will become softer. You see a lot of rust stuff here, so probably the whole calipers have to change, as we're gonna do in the other side. But right now we're gonna use it as it is. As I said before, I didn't get the other screw out because I want it to be here. It's easier for me to press it, it's easier for me to work here, and I don't want to bend this tube a lot, so it's much better to do it like that. Just lose it a little bit so you keep it on. And then when you get this one back, then you get off the screw, and then you get the new one. It's pretty easy. So guys, and now we are done here. I change this screw here, and then I change that one, and here it's my pads. You see, they are stable, they are not coming out, and from the other side the same. So it's they are ready to go. And if you wanna know that it's exactly correct, you see here it's getting more than the half of the pad is already pressed from the caliper, so that means it's okay. It's perfect placed, so it's not a problem. We're gonna get back the wheel. If you want, you can sand all this rust here. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna change the whole thing. It have to be changed anyway. So guys, now we have already changed the brake pads, and let's change the brake caliper. So guys, you see I got off those here, those two, and now I'm gonna get off. It's exactly the same process like when we change pads. It's a lot of rust here. This is stuck, so I have to bank it several times. I have my camera here, so I don't know how exactly you see everything I do, but I try to have it in the best position for you so you can get as much you can. But now I have to move all this part here, and then I'm gonna get an stall brush and brush all this rust here, so I'm gonna like rebuild it or something. So let's do it. So after like half an hour that I'm banking here, finally I get it off. You see, this is the rest of my pads. You see here it's nothing left at all. If you see this one, and if you see the new one, you see it's like nothing left. You see how much I have here. Here is nothing. But as I see here, that's a little bit, but it's a couple of centimeters, so I don't have to change it right now. It's gonna bend itself. Maybe I have a little bit problem because I get a little bit like a line on them, but I can change it sooner, so there is not any big problem. And the same, you see they're totally stuck here. Everything is stuck. You see this one is totally pressed. Now I'm gonna get off my caliper, my pads, and then I'm gonna brush all this here, and then I'm gonna brush it with that one. You see, and then after I'm finished with that one, we're gonna change caliper. Let's do it then. So guys, I have already sanded here. You see now it's better than before, at least in here. And now I have to get some I have to spray on it. It's like this one's prevent rust to come back again. But before do this, I don't want this to go on my disc, on my rotor. so I have to cover it with a little bit of paper and then I'm gonna spray on it. I got a little plast here, so I'm not gonna spray on my rotor, and then I'm gonna just spray on those. Right now we don't have to do anything with that one because it's we're gonna change it, so it doesn't matter if it's go a little bit of spray on it. This one is prevent rust to come back, so it's good to have. I have to wait a little bit, so it's became hard, and then I can go on. So guys, here it's my connection to the caliper. Here is my new one, here is the old one. First of all, I have, as long I lose this one here, the brake fluid is gonna run away, so I have to do it at last. First, I'm gonna get off the e-brake, get it away, and then I'm gonna get this one and put it directly on new one. What is important to say that we cannot bend this one. If we bend it, we can break it or make damage on the brake system, so we cannot bend it, and that's why I have a table here, so I keep it on this height, so I don't bend, I don't even have it to just hanging here. Maybe it will be easier to work if it's just hanging, but not correct because we can damage it. So I got this out. This is the e-brake, and now it's time to lose this one. As I said, this one is gonna drain a lot of fluid. So first of all, I have to go inside the engine bay and make sure that I have a lot of fluid. I'm gonna fill up the whole system up, and then I'm gonna lose it. And then as fast I lose it, I'm gonna get the new one on it. Look here guys, I got it off. Problem was like I wasn't supposed to start here. I didn't think about it. It's the first car that I do it, and they have it like that. So I had to get off this one first. It's a safety thing, keep it better, and then first of all lose this one and then get it off, and then when I get it off, this one was you see now it's full with fluid. It's coming all the time. That's why I have to do it fast and change it. Now I'm gonna get off this one, get it in the new one, and I'm gonna set it back. So guys, now I change it, I got it back. You see here and there, everything is on the place. Now I'm gonna set it back. You see already here it's like isn't wet anymore, so it's okay. And as I said, my rotor is a little bit damaged, but it's okay. We'll see what happens in the next. The thing that's happened is like this one is too old and I have to buy a new one. So I'm gonna set it back, but I'm not gonna drive the car because I'm gonna go and buy one tomorrow and set it back. Otherwise, you just get it here and back it a little bit so it goes inside. This one, it doesn't do a lot of work at all. It just goes there and keep this tube here. It won't go back and damage the whole thing. And the other thing I saw when I get it off, I see that this is damaged here. It doesn't leaking right now, but when I buy this one, I'm gonna buy this one too. So I'm gonna change both because in case it starts leaking later on, I'm gonna have a big problem. Before I go on and set everything back, let's see what happened outside. You see, I feel cold, so I start my element there. And just keep in mind that when I start doing the job, it was sunny and 10 degrees. Now we are 2 degrees and snowing. Yes, I think like before the end of the day, it will be like snow. And look there, the stang is there. So guys, first I got my pads on the place, like we do in the other side. The only difference here is my caliper is new, so I don't have to press the piston back, like we do in the other side before. So I just get it in, I get my new screws here, that they gave me with my pads, and I'm ready to go. So guys, that's how you change brake calipers. Before you are ready to go, you have to bleed your caliper, so you have to get inside the fluid and then you have to get out the air between this gap of fluid that we made right now. If you didn't know how to do it, check this video below so you can see how I did it. Before this I had already bleed all my brakes, so it would be useful for you to see it. Hope you like it, hope you enjoyed it. It's like every caliper it gets about one and a half hour of work. So we say just in one caliper you change it in 2 hours and you are back in road in no time. Hope you like it, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.